Looking to extend your wireless coverage at home? I was running a Netgear wireless DG834PN RangeMax MIMO G router in a 3-story Victorian house. Coverage was good on the ground floor but pretty weak on the top floor, about 1 bar out of 5 but occasionally 0. Looked into options. Bigger antenna, apparently pretty useless, run Ethernet cable to an access point on the top floor, Netgear powerline range extender, but was unsure about wiring/circuits at home, and using 2 access points. We went for the last option and now have 4 out of 5 reception on the top floor, into the garden and down the street. The first access point is connected to the router by a short Ethernet cable. Access point 2 is plugged into the mains on the first floor, and connects by wireless to access point 1. And that's it. Would probably take an hour to set up if you knew exactly what you were doing. A few tips would have saved me hours. The router, AP1 and AP2 all need to be configured individually via an Ethernet cable connect to your computer. During the setup of each bear in mind the following. 1. The router had a default to channel 11, the APs to channel 6, double check these are the same channel on all 2. Security works with WEP, I use 64-bit, with configuration set to open system, automatic and shared key options didn't work. 3. The computer, router, AP1 and AP2 all need the same name in the network box, Netgear Home or whatever it's called. 3. The computer, router, AP1 and AP2 each need a different address, be the last 3 digits of the 30 number. I don't think it matters what the numbers are as long as they are different and less than 255. I have a laptop as 30, 210 and AP1 as 30, 230, as per instructions, and AP2 as 30, 231. The router was 30, 14. The router and AP1 should be enabled as an access point, but AP2 also needs to be set to allow repeating, a checkbox, via a link low down on the page. 5. I was told you needed 2 APs but tried setting it up with 1 in the hope of saving some cash, couldn't make it work. 6. Once they are all configured do take care when booting up. Boot up the router first, then when that's settled connect the Ethernet cable to AP1 and start up that, only when that's running should you turn on AP2. Good luck. I had a Linksys attached to my Netgear router. The Wi-Fi HP printer used to drop connections. The iPad also often failed to detect the presence of the Apple TV, had to toggle the airline mode and the iPad to bounce the Wi-Fi connection before it did. A friend suggested that it could be the hotspot, so bought this Netgear one on a chance, expensive chance. It's been several weeks now and the Wi-Fi printer has not yet dropped the connections. The Apple TV icon never fails to highlight on the iPad. Wi-Fi strength is pretty much as good as a Linksys, which was also a high-end kit, so overall I am pleased. One very nice feature, as I have Mac filtering enabled as added security, is that the Mac address can be mapped to a device name. Helps me delete those that I no longer use, such as older smartphones etc. The Linksys did not have this and it was a pain to know which Macs were now redundant. Click link in description for more reviews.